Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're counting down 7 Harley-Davidson motorcycles that dealers are desperate to move, models that, for one reason or another, just didn't resonate with buyers. Let's dive in. 7. Harley-Davidson LiveWire. The LiveWire was one of Harley's most ambitious projects. Its first electric motorcycle, aimed at attracting younger, eco-conscious riders. Packed with cutting-edge technology and blistering performance, it was a radical departure from Harley's traditional lineup. Key specs: 105 horsepower and 86 pound-feet of torque 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3 seconds, 146 miles city range, 70 miles highway, Showa suspension, cornering ABS, and a 6-axis IMU. Despite its impressive features, the LiveWire struggled to find buyers. Its initial $29,799 price tag was a major hurdle, making it more expensive than many gas-powered Harleys or competing electric models like Zero. Another issue? It lacks the iconic Harley rumble that many loyalists love. While the silent operation appeals to some, it alienates traditional Harley riders. Plus, the limited charging infrastructure and relatively short highway range make it impractical for long-distance touring. For dealers, the LiveWire represents a bike caught in an identity crisis. Too futuristic for classic Harley fans and too expensive for the tech-savvy riders it aimed to attract. Think this one's controversial? Wait until you see the next bike, a cruiser with its own identity struggles. 6. Harley-Davidson Street 500 and Street 750. The Street 500 and Street 750 were designed as entry-level Harleys, perfect for new riders and urban commuting. Lightweight, affordable, and powered by liquid-cooled Revolution X engines, these bikes seemed like a smart move. Key specs: Street 500, 494 cubic centimeter engine; Street 750, 749 cubic centimeter engine, low seat height for beginner-friendly control. Starting price: $7,695, Street 750. Despite their practicality, these bikes failed to meet expectations. Riders frequently complained about rattling parts, misaligned panels, and cheap finishes, making them feel more like budget bikes than true Harleys. They also faced stiff competition from models like the Honda Rebel and Yamaha Bolt, which offered better build quality and similar performance at lower prices. Ultimately, the Street Series didn't capture the soul of Harley-Davidson or win over a new generation of riders. Up next, a muscle-bound cruiser that divided opinions. 5. Harley-Davidson FXDR 114. The FXDR 114 was Harley's attempt to create a high-performance, drag-inspired cruiser. Powered by the Milwaukee 8 114 engine, it was one of Harley's most powerful models, churning out 119 pound-feet of torque. Key features: aluminum swing arm and subframe for weight reduction, 240mm rear tire for aggressive styling, forward foot controls and stretched handlebars. While the FXDR had raw power, it struggled to find its place in the market. Traditional Harley riders disliked its angular, modern design, and the aggressive riding position made it uncomfortable for longer rides. With a starting price of $18,999, many buyers opted for more practical cruisers like the Indian Scout Bobber or Yamaha V-Max. The FXDR aimed for boldness, but ended up in a niche too small to survive. If you thought this design was polarizing, wait until you see the next bike, a Harley that tried to mix styles but couldn't find its footing.
Number 4. Harley-Davidson V-Rod. Developed in partnership with Porsche, the V-Rod was a radical departure from Harley's usual air-cooled V-twin cruisers. Key specs: Revolution engine, liquid-cooled 60-degree V-twin, 120 horsepower and 84 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds, aluminum frame drag-style handlebars. The V-Rod was one of the fastest Harleys ever made, but it came at a cost. It didn't feel like a Harley. The high-revving, liquid-cooled engine lacked the trademark low-end rumble, and its 3.7-gallon fuel tank made long rides frustrating. Priced at $17,100, it didn't attract traditional Harley fans or performance-minded sport bike riders. Though it developed a cult following, it never became a mainstream success. Up next, a Harley that tried to go sporty but missed the mark. Number 3. Harley-Davidson Street Rod. The Street Rod was a sportier version of the Street 750, boasting 18% more horsepower and a more aggressive riding position. Key features: dual disc brakes and upgraded suspension 17-inch wheels for better cornering drag-style handlebars, and raised foot pegs. Starting price: $8,999. Despite these upgrades, the Street Rod struggled to find its audience. The awkward ergonomics made it uncomfortable for longer rides, and its styling didn't appeal to either cruiser fans or sport bike riders. Riders looking for true performance often opted for sportier bikes from Yamaha or Kawasaki, leaving the Street Rod stuck in limbo. Coming up next, a Harley that took on adventure touring but faced an uphill battle. 2. Harley-Davidson Pan America, initial release. The Pan America was Harley's first foray into adventure touring, competing with established giants like BMW, KTM, and Yamaha. Key features: Revolution, max 1250 engine, 150 horsepower, 94 pound-foot torque, adaptive ride height for easier stops, custom ride modes and heated grips, 6.5-inch TFT touchscreen with navigation. Despite its impressive specs, the Pan America struggled early on. Many adventure riders were skeptical of Harley's durability in this segment, and initial reviews noted glitches, rough, low-speed handling, and polarizing design choices. At $17,300, it was a tough sell against proven adventure bikes like the BMW GS. Dealers had a hard time convincing both traditional Harley buyers and adventure enthusiasts to take the risk. Though the Pan America eventually gained traction, its rough start left many dealers with slow-moving inventory. Next, a Harley that tried to do it all but ended up doing too little. Number 1. Harley-Davidson Dyna Switchback. The Dyna Switchback was designed to be a versatile cruiser-tourer hybrid, featuring detachable saddlebags and a removable windshield. Key specs: twin-cam 103 engine, 102 pound-feet of torque. Classic styling with modern functionality. Starting price: $16,499. The problem? It didn't truly excel in either category. As a cruiser, it was bulkier than other Harleys, and as a tourer, it lacked the comfort and storage of full-fledged touring bikes like the Road King. Additionally, the firm suspension made long rides uncomfortable, frustrating riders looking for a smoother experience. For dealers, the Switchback became hard to sell. Not quite a cruiser, not quite a tourer, and ultimately not memorable enough to stand out. Final thoughts. Some of these bikes were too ahead of their time, while others missed the mark completely. But each tells a story of Harley-Davidson's attempts to innovate, or sometimes overreach. Which of these bikes do you think deserved a better fate? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more Harley content. Deep dives into iconic models, riding tips, and the latest news.